Hi, welcome to Glow's Kindred Kitchen, and I'm Glow. Well, today Richard and I are going to be making an easy ham and cheese pie. And before we get started, I just wanted to thank Susie. She gave me this beautiful brooch, and I just want to thank you for it. I love it. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. One of the reasons that I decided to do this recipe is earlier this past week, we had several people over for dinner and we had a spiral cut ham. And we have some ham left, and I was trying to think of a recipe I could use that would be good for that. And I decided to do this for brunch this morning. So what I did is I first of all started off and greased my pie pan here, or plate, with butter, softened butter. So the next thing you want to do is to take 3 tablespoons of finely grated Parmesan cheese, freshly grated too. And you're just going to sprinkle it in here. And you're probably thinking, well, where's the crust? Well, this is actually going to work as part of your crust. This is a really easy recipe. So I'm just going to kind of lightly pat this around. And I grease the sides of the pan as well. See?
Looks uniform as well.
Thank you. This is one of those recipes that goes together very quickly. So I'm going to go ahead and just set that right over there right now.
That's good because I'm hungry.
Yeah, I think we both are. So then I grated 2 cups of Swiss cheese. And you can use whatever cheese you want. Cheddar cheese is real good in this too. So I'm going to go ahead and just put it in this larger bowl. There. And to that I cut up and kind of diced the ham. So, and there was about 1 cup here. And then I had some green scallions on hand, or green onions, if you will, and there's 4 of them. And you just, cut them up into small pieces. And then you just mix this all together. I find mixing it with my hand at this point is better with this cheese, so it all kind of gets uniform. See how that cheese will kind of clump up?
You get the big clump.
Yeah, you don't want that, so. Oh, it smells really good. So what you do is you just take and you put this in the bottom of your dish. So, and then you just spread it out evenly, just like that. And that's still kind of clumped up, so. Get some ham over on that side. You just want it to be kind of uniform. Doesn't have to be perfect though.
Evenly distributed.
Yep. Thank you. There we go. So the next thing, let's just put all this stuff together and get it out of the way. And then our next step, we're going to take, and I have 4 eggs here. It's best if you do them at room temperature, and if you don't have them at room temperature, put them in a bowl of warm water, not boiling water, and just let them set in there for like 5-10 minutes, and you're going to have room temperature eggs. You just want to kind of beat that up lightly. And then to that, I have 1 cup of half and half and 2 tablespoons of melted butter. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to my eggs. And at this point, I find that my fork works a little bit better. But you do whatever is best for you. The idea for this recipe actually came about in, I believe, the 70s. A lot of people use Bisquick. And I believe the original recipe probably came from Bisquick, but over the years, you know, some people just use flour. That's what I do. So anyway, I have a half a cup of all-purpose flour here. I'm just going to put it right in the bowl that I was using for the ham and the eggs and the ham and the cheese and the onion. And then to that, I'm going to put in 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder. And 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. And I kind of do a shy one because I've got quite a bit of cheese going on there. 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. And 1/4 of a teaspoon of white pepper. I find that white pepper goes really well with eggs. And then 1/8 of a teaspoon of nutmeg. So I'm just going to shake it in here till that looks like about 1/8. Maybe one more. And then I'm just going to stir that around with a spoon to incorporate all that. Then I'm going to add this. This is the eggs and the half and half and the melted butter. And right now my oven is preheating to 350 degrees. I'm just going to stir this up till it gets combined well. You can smell that nutmeg in here. It smells really good. You just want to stir it to get it incorporated. And there's one final ingredient we're going to be putting in here. And it pairs really well with ham and cheese and onion, and it's Dijon mustard. So I just put in a couple little squirts. Whoops. I'd shaken that up a little. So it says 2 teaspoons if I recall the original recipe. So I just do little squirts. 1, 2. That's probably plenty. That made a mess. Oh well, we'll clean it up. So I'm just going to stir that up. Also, ground mustard is real good in this if you want that, or spicy mustard if you like spicy mustard. You do it the way you want. It's your kitchen, and just about anything would pair well with this. I think that's good enough. What do you think, Richard?
Looks good to me. Incorporation is the key.
There's a few little pieces here that still need to come and get incorporated in here. Yeah, that's good enough. So now we're just going to pour it in here. You're going to bake this in your oven for 30 to 35 minutes. And then we'll be back to see what it looks like. See how easy that is? So I'll be back with you in about 30 to 35 minutes. Well, welcome back. I just took our easy pie out of the oven, and we're going to go ahead and let this cool for about 10 minutes, and I'll be back to sample this for you. In the meantime, I'm going to be making a salad to pair along with this. And I'll put a link in the bottom of this so that you guys can see how that's done. Well, now this is the best part of cooking. You get to try what you've made. And take a look at that beautiful piece of easy ham and cheese pie. And then that salad that I made in the other video. And I'm going to sample both.
Looks good, Miss Chloe.
Lucy, you want some too, don't you, baby? That cheese you can smell, the ham. It's very light, flavorful. You can smell the onion and taste it. It's just delicious, you guys. See how light that is?
Okay. Zoom in here, Miss Chloe. Yep, looks good. Can't wait to have some.
That is so good. Very light. It's not heavy at all. Just the right amount of onion with those two cheeses in there. And like I said before, you can put whatever kind of cheese you want in it. And, you know, actually you could put turkey in it, sausage, whatever you want. But it's just a very versatile recipe. Now we're going to try some of this salad. This is that fruit salad with the lettuce and cucumber and tomato. You can taste the herbs in it. I put the parsley and the mint in this. It's just delicious. You guys, I really hope you try both of these recipes. They're just delicious. And I want to thank you for watching. If you have any questions or, you know, comments, please, you know, comment and like and subscribe to our channel. And thanks for joining us. Talk to you later. Bye.